come, gather round, everyone. They're about to talk Disney. I am still so confused as to whether I'm going to eat at Connections or Creations. So the only way I can keep them straight is I have to think, okay, well, my mouth connects to my stomach, so I guess that's Connections.
So I call Catherine to see how dinner at the restaurant is going, and she says, I can't talk to you right now. I'm talking to Mickey. So I'm like, okay, here's the big cheese. I get it. And then she says, hold on, he wants to talk to you. So she FaceTimes me, and I'm FaceTiming with Mickey as I'm getting ready for the podcast.
I don't understand why people spend hard-earned money on a Mickey ice cream sandwich in the parks. I mean, we literally all have ice cream sandwiches in our freezers at home. We don't have Mickey bars. From the mind and creator of the Disney YouTube channel Living in Diz comes a whole new Disney podcast. Okay, can we talk some serious Disney here now? Nope. Get ready for all the Disney knowledge that you can handle. It's Corey. It's Lawrence. It's the DIZPod.
You are now listening to a member of the Disney Podcast family. Head over to Disney Podcast Family on Instagram to see all the latest posts for this show and links to other great Disney podcasts.
Hello and welcome to the DIZPod, episode number 65. I say that like, I know what I'm talking about. He says no. Well, I hope it's more than that. My gut said 64. 66? Look at that. How you doing up there?
I am good. How are you down there? It's been a while. You've been stuck down there for 2 weeks. We haven't spoken in 2 weeks.
I know. This is crazy, right?
It is.
I mean, the DIZPod never takes a week off.
But we did. We did. Yeah. For the Zoom call, actually. So that was pretty cool.
That's true. We sacrificed. And, that Zoom call went, from 6:30 to a little after 11:30? You do the math. 5 hours? Yeah. So there you go. I mean, we love each other. We just have a good time. It's just, I always tempt people. I always tell people how great it is to put names to the faces and the deep relationships we've forged through that. And I'm telling you, I almost wish we could give a trial or something, but I don't know if there's any way, we can just do a trial, for people to try it and see if they like it, like a 1 week trial or something like that. But it's so much fun. And welcome everyone in chat. We do this live because we do it for you and you only. So we thank you for being here. Definitely help out the DIZPod more than ever, right? Because we need to build up this new channel. Somebody had the bright idea to take it from Living in Diz over to the DIZPod on its own. And it's not quite like, starting from scratch, but a little bit. So we need the watch hours. We need to build this up so the audience gets. And you told me in the middle of the week that we had the second highest rated watched show last week.
Yes,
on the DIZPod itself.
Yeah, so that was, and it was weird because I would wake up and there were like a couple hundred views overnight. So people continued to watch it overnight, which was very interesting for us. So we appreciate all that love, whether you're watching now or live, or whether you're watching at 3 o'clock in the morning. Doesn't matter. We'll take it.
We don't care. We will take it. So again, welcome everybody. Please comment after the podcast as well, because that helps. Lawrence and I are really good about getting back to commenting on your comments. I think that I slacked for a few months, just busy and kind of let it go by the wayside. But I think I've been so much better at getting back to the comments, like I've always prided myself on over the years. So we got that. So, hey, I'll say this quick about weather, right? I thought Florida, was going to get slammed up in the panhandle and all that. I didn't even worry about much at all. I didn't think the Carolinas would take a hit like they did.
Well, Thursday night, right? We were also focused on, or Thursday, we were also focused on the Florida area and what was going to happen down there. And I got a text. Well, they text, they email, and they phone, they call you all at the same time from Findlay School, saying that school was closed on Friday. And I'm like, why? This makes no sense. Why would school be closed on Friday? Now I'm in central North Carolina, so we did not get hit anywhere near as bad as Western North. I mean, it really was nothing compared to what they got out there in the mountains in the Asheville area, which is one of my favorite areas. The Biltmore Estate is out there. We used to be annual pass holders to that. We were wine club members, quarterly wine club members to Biltmore, so we go there all the time. And just to see that kind of devastation is just really, really rough for those folks up there. So it's starting to get better. In fact, I spoke to one of my coworkers who lives in Appalachia, and they are still without power and internet. So she had to go into town to work today. So yeah, praying for all those folks that things get better.
For sure, for sure. So other than that, listen, I heard something today, and then we'll bring in our wonderful, amazing guests who we tried to get on for so long. But we're so glad they're here today, and welcome anyone here who's coming over from Meyers and the Mouse tonight. We appreciate that, and we want to kind of it's something, we want to get on camera together. This is our partner channel, and we love them to death off camera. Just, you can't find better people than that, and that we want to be associated with too. So, but listen, apparently I thought I found out about something that was new, but you and Neil told me that this has existed for months, which is you go to Connections and you can no longer grab a seat unless you have a tray in your hands for the biggest area to sit down and eat. And it's gone so far now to where they put Disney security there at all entrances to make sure you don't come through. And at first I thought this was an outrageous thing. I'm like, has Disney flipped their lid? But now that I processed it and everything, it makes sense. And why don't we take this out to other places? So if anybody's never heard of this, you need to have proof that you are going to eat to allow you to for them to allow you to sit at a table. Because too many people are sitting there and relaxing, and like Tammy calls it, nesting. So now they're controlling that during the busy times of year. And I guess what they found out was, insiders told me, that families waiting for others that are going on Cosmic Rewind are using that area to sit and wait. So you know what? I've come full circle in the matter of 2 or 3 hours, and Disney is spot on. Like, this should be done, because I mean, do guests need a place cool to relax and all that? Yes, they do, but maybe they need to find that somewhere else, because how many times do you grab food and just, what's your hope when you grab that food? Or even before you do, I hope we get a table.
Yes.
So that's a problem in Disney, right? And Tammy brought up Casey's. What about that? How many times do you get a hot dog and you turn around and it's like winning the lottery if you get a seat over there? Like, it should be, Disney shouldn't worry about, I'm going off like in the very beginning here, right? We're going to bring in Kelly and Mama, and we're going to get their opinion on this too. How about people who go there early and they nest there for the fireworks? Like, Disney is always afraid of upsetting the guests, right? Sometimes you just have to do business. Why? What's wrong with saying 45-minute time limit at these tables?
So
that's all I got.
When I think of that issue, I think of it at ABC Commissary, because normally you go in the ABC Commissary, you can find a spot, no problem, right? But it started to storm, and we went in. We were hungry, so we had planned to go there to eat anyway, and we had to end up sharing a table with 2 other families because all the tables were taken with people that were just sitting there nesting, as you say. And so I do get the necessity for it. And if you think about it, as big as Connections is, that's a small section. Now, it is the place that has the most large tables, large seat tables. But you have a lot of other sections there that people can nest at, over there by Starbucks and over there by where they're making the waffles and all that kind of stuff. So I like that they do leave that, excuse me, that section for guests that are actually eating. Yeah.
Yep, for sure. All right. That's all I got on that. I love surprising Lawrence. He had no idea I was coming at him with that. I'm like, that's a good lead in.
So I'll let you talk about our special guest this evening.
Boy, so if I go back in my memory banks, which are always a little bit cloudy, with a chance of meatballs, I believe, and Kelly and Mama can. Well, I know this for sure. I know how I met them. I met them through Pete McDevitt, and it's all coming back to me now. And I agreed to go on Pete's channel a few times. We did some football stuff together, and I could just tell right away that Kelly was, a real quality guy. And any friend of Pete's, can be a friend of mine, and he's just a good guy. Kelly's a good guy. And we just kind of formed a little bit of a friendship there. And then I was excited that they moved here to Florida, and they started streaming here. And just good quality people. We don't spend enough time with them. We're busy. They're busy. We're still trying to get together off camera sometime. But anyway. Yeah, and I thought, we don't really collaborate with many channels, and I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I finally decided to ask them if, they wanted to get together and kind of become a unit, supportive of each other, and try to share our wonderful communities and meld them together. And with our schedules too, on Saturdays we get to our viewers and their viewers, they can watch, because they start a lot earlier than we do. Mm-hmm. So they can start early, and that's always my little thing when I talk about it, is watch them during the day. And I mean, if they go all night, awesome, great, but when they happen to end, at a certain time, we start later in the day and take you to park close. Mm-hmm. So it's a good combo if you want to watch them and watch us get a doubleheader Saturday. So without further ado, our partner channel, Meyers and the Mouse, everybody.
Well, hey,
what's up, guys? What's up?
What's up? Wow, it's hard to sit in the green room in the back there and listen to you talk about us. That's weird.
Is it?
But thank you for the kind words very much. We appreciate it. Yeah, I was recalling some times on Main Street with your daughter, and she took our stream.
Yes, there you go. Let's go with that. We've had some moments, right?
Yeah,
she did.
Yeah.
And what happened? Didn't she get like a super chat too, or something like that?
Yeah, I think she got I think we still owe her for a super chat or a Mickey ice cream bar or something, I believe.
Yeah, she took the stream. That's right, and went down Main Street.
She did.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Were we live? Were you live when I fed Mama some raspberry sorbet?
I think you were
we off camera for that?
I think we had just ended, and you were live feeding her sorbet. Yes.
I don't know how that came to. Yes, I don't know how that came to. I don't know if she just said, "Boy, I'd like to have some," or what it was. But
it looked really good. I've never had it before, and I haven't had it since.
Yeah, I think she said it looked really good, and you're like, "Well, you got to try it."
Yeah,
you like you were feeding.
It's good stuff.
Yeah,
good stuff. So here we are. So let our people know, and I don't know how much your people know a little bit about your story. Where did you guys come from prior to Florida, and what kind of brought you here?
Well, we I'll give you 3 guesses what she's doing right now.
Sorry.
she's pushing buttons, and you guys like disappeared. It was awesome.
Oh, better tie her hands or something.
Yeah. Are you done touching buttons now?
Yeah.
Okay. The we actually we had a daughter who said, I had a bad breakup, Dad. I need to plan a Disney trip. And we were like, okay, your daughter's crying. You're not going to go, no, we're not going to do that. So we'll just plan one out. And so we planned one out. And as we were waiting to go on that Disney trip, she came to us and said, hey, have you seen these streamers in Disney? And I'm like, no. She goes, they're on YouTube. And I'm like, oh yeah, we're not going to do that. No. And so a Friday night, we were sitting there with her, and we turned on the TV, and Resort TV 1 was on. And we started watching Resort TV 1, and then it turned into every Friday night, and then it turned into, we became mods. And if we were going to mod, I said, well, when we go down, I want to meet who we're modded for, because it to me, and I know, Corey, you're going to understand this. I mean, you've created something, right? It's like your baby, right? Yes. And so trust somebody else. Like we trust our mods, because we can't live stream without mods. We just can't do it. No. We have too much going on. Those mods are amazing. That mod for your channel, that mod for our channel. And so I just wanted it. Okay, if I'm going to spend all this time modding, I want to know who this person is. And so we got to know Josh a little bit. And so this is kind of really cool. And our daughter said, well, you and Mom can do that. And we're like, no. We're not going to get a YouTube channel. Yeah, we got a YouTube channel. And the kids were like, oh, we're in. We'll do it. Yeah. They lasted 2 streams.
Wow.
And so Mom and I kind of started liking it, because we were meeting these incredible people. And we just really enjoyed the interaction and had fun. And so we started live streaming. The first live stream, I think, was from the Grand Canyon. And it was like a 2-minute worst video you've ever seen. Did you ever go back and look at like your first couple of videos?
Oh, right? Yeah. I mean, the first thing I look at is the quality.
Yes,
you analyze everything, but I listen to myself. A lot of times I'm like, wow, I do pretty much sound the same. I didn't change that much there, but boy, the quality.
You must look at those first videos and be like, what did I shoot this with, a VHS camera? What?
Yeah. It's like I'd lick the lens of the camera and stuff. I mean, it was, and it's all shaky,
all grainy.
Yeah, it's real grainy.
Always laggy, 720p.
And it was like a 3-minute video. We'd never been to the Grand Canyon, and we said, well, why don't we just try going live? So we just pulled out the phone and went live for just like 3 or 4 minutes, and didn't think anything of it. And then we were driving home, and we thought about it again, and we stopped at the Cadillac Ranch or something, and live streamed for about 15 minutes there on the side of the highway with those Cadillacs sticking up in the air.
Oh, okay.
And people showed up, and we were like, that's weird. And then we not long after that went to Disney. And so we tried live streaming for the first time at Disney, and met some strange guy named Shep who showed up.
Oh yeah.
And that's how we got to know Shep, as he showed up on our stream for some reason. It was just crazy.
Oh, wow.
And we live streamed from the park the first time, and we blinked, and it was like 3 hours later. And it was like, that was fun. And then the next day we streamed from the park again, and we did fireworks. And we didn't know what we were doing. We were down in the hub, and back then the hub was not penetratable for live streamers at that time.
Taboo.
And we actually somehow lucked out and got 3/4 of a stream through. But while we were standing there, there was a little girl who was watching us more than she was watching the fireworks. And the little girl was just amazed at what we were doing. And the mom, after the fireworks, kind of leans over and goes, "Are you guys YouTubers?" And I looked at Mom and I went, "I don't know. Are we YouTubers? What?" Sure. And we let her hold the stream and talk on the camera, and just spent some time with the little lady. And after about 5 minutes, her mom had to take it back, and we said it was nice to meet you and hope you had a good time. And we were walking away, and the mom tapped us on the shoulder and said, "I just want you to know Disney's a magical place, but you just made her entire trip. Thank you so much." And I think that for me was the moment that we realized that the impact we could have on people in a positive way.
Mm.
What about you?
I'm just along for the
ride. Pretty.
Sure.
So for me, that's when I kind of really ingrained in starting. And then you started streaming from home. Now, what were you doing?
I did. We're living in Kansas, so streaming Disney in Kansas could be a bit challenging. So I started doing. It was during COVID, so there's nothing to do. So I did Disney crafts at home, and our entire basement of our house was my craft lair. Had all of the whole. I mean, it was amazing. But I just did Disney crafts, and then we moved here. So.
And then you gave the crafting up.
Kelly gave a look like he remembered all the stuff that was in the basement.
It was wonderful.
When she says it was the whole basement, it was the whole basement.
It was my craft studio, essentially. I mean, I had things like this, like my little contraption. You can't see it from over here, but yeah, and it hung over my desk, and I had a camera that went down onto my craft, and then a camera at my face, and you could see what I was doing and how I was doing it. And it was quite the setup. So yeah, it was wonderful.
What type of crafts?
How often did? Oh, go ahead. You go, Lawrence.
What type of crafts were they?
It just depended on what I felt like doing that day. So I think the coolest thing I ever made was I took little like punches of different shapes, like either butterflies or Mickey heads, and I would fold them, and I took mirrors, and I had hot glue, and I would hot glue them into a shape. So I did Minnie Mouse on a mirror out of butterflies. And so like one wing of the butterfly I would glue onto the mirror, and the other wing would stick out. So it was kind of a 3D mirror art effect. Wow. It was very cool. But I've done dream catchers and cards and I don't know, all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
So, quite crafty. Yeah. It's fun. Scrapbooks.
That's really great. That's really great that you were able. What's that?
No, I was just going to say, that's kind of how we got started. I mean, you're in Kansas, right? I mean, it's not, you can only go to the Disney store in Kansas City so many times.
And not during COVID.
Yes.
Yeah. That reminds me of the time back then when COVID was happening. You know, we were there on Main Street the night that Magic Kingdom closed. And, you know, what a scene that was. And so my question to the other, you know, streamers, YouTubers that were there with me was, what are we going to do now? You know, and everybody had to come up with their own thing or your channel was going to die. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want that to happen. So, you know, there was a night that Jill and I did crafts, and I still have them somewhere. We tried to make mini ears, and they're not easy to make if you're not that crafty. To get the ear done and to get it to stick on the hairpiece, the headpiece, I wasn't good at it. She was better than I was, but she made a Mulan pair. I made a pair that I tried to make after Rey from Star Wars. So they're not bad. Not bad for a first try. And you know, we had our audience and we did it from home. You know, a side note with that was there was a time that at that time YouTube, they didn't have workers going in apparently, or very low staffed, and so they were more automated, I guess, than they ever had been up to that point. So if you said anything like the word COVID or maybe even virus, I don't know, they were trigger words where they would shut your stream down. And
Wow.
they shut our stream down. I couldn't believe it. We were able to start up another one, and I got an email from YouTube. Yeah, because of we said we happened to say COVID once or something like that, and we're like, why did our stream just shut down? We're in the middle of that's a daddy daughter, making mini ears. What's wrong with the stream? So, but we did a part 2, and we were able to get through it. But yeah, we did things like we did a watch, what do they call that? A watch party night. And we did the crafts just once. We did Friday nights was cooking with Diz. Well, I'm not the greatest cook, but Jill and I would be in the kitchen and we try to make a Disney recipe. We made the gray stuff one night. That was really good.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So we just had to reinvent, what we were doing, keep afloat until we could get out there.
We did game shows a lot. We'd bring on other guests onto our channel, and then we did different games.
Like $10,000 pyramid with Disney questions and different things like that. And then we got challenged by
dance.
Joey to get off the couch
and dance.
And that's where the famous dance video for Meyers and the Mouse came from. Was we usually don't do things small. If we do things, we go all out most of the time. And so we reached out to several other YouTubers that we knew at the time and put together the dance video. That the first day that we were not allowed to we didn't have to wear masks in public, we went out and filmed all the outdoor stuff and went down to downtown Kansas City and went to a parking garage. And
that was the first day that what's the name of that restaurant?
Mom's?
The pancake place.
Mom's?
No.
Kitchen?
No. We didn't go there.
I don't know.
No, it was where they sell the pancakes.
Waffle House?
Pancakes, not waffle.
IHOP? Would it be IHOP?
IHOP?
Yes.
Okay.
God. IHOP. Yes. Thank you, Corey.
You're welcome.
Waffle House.
No.
What do you order when you go to Waffle House?
It's in the name, right? Waffles.
Oh my God.
Pancakes.
It's you. I never know.
IHOP, International House of Pancakes. It was the first day they opened. They opened that. It was the first day they opened. It was, we were there. Kelly throwing silverware across the room.
It was only 4 times.
So
he's a bad catch.
How long after that was it that you moved to Florida?
Actually, it was about a year and a half after that video. We moved to. Well, was it?
No.
It was.
We moved
it
COVID.
was probably within 6 months.
Yeah.
Within 6 months of that, because we moved just before the housing market in Florida got really crazy. Literally like the month before it just went insane. We got in at a really good time, and it was in January of 2021. We moved to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was Super Bowl weekend.
Oh, were the Chiefs in that year?
Yes,
Yep.
they were, and
we
yes,
watched
they
it.
did,
And they won.
Wow. Well, I'm trying to think about what else I could follow up with there. That's he caught me.
But
what do you got?
it was interesting coming to Florida, because when we did, Disney was not selling annual passes at the time. We didn't have annual passes.
Yes.
That was
And
awful.
it was honestly, it was very difficult at that time to get in and to get to the parks when we wanted to. And I only had so many military tickets I could use. Other than that, we had to start buying tickets.
Got very expensive.
Got very expensive very quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so thankful that we made the right choice because if you already had annual passes, for anybody that doesn't know this, Disney gave you the choice. It was something like I could get this a little bit wrong, but I think maybe we were offered a little bit of a refund for what was remaining, and then you could opt out and just be done. But I don't think they ever told you, hey, we're not, it could be a while before they become available again. I don't think
Right.
they let people know that. They were just like, here's the option. You can continue to pay and not have access to the park or not pay. So I just wonder how many people kicked themselves for letting them go, thinking they could just pick them up again when things got better. I don't know what it was. I'm just so glad that we made the decision to keep paying because money was tight for a few months because nobody was working.
Right. We had had a choice to make. We were like, okay, do we buy them now, or do we wait till we get to Florida and get the Florida price, because it was a little bit cheaper at that time for Florida annual passes. And we said, no, we'll wait. Worst decision.
Remind me, how long did you wait? How long was it? That happened to Neil too. He moved here and he couldn't get in.
It was from when we moved here in January through September before we were able to get our annual passes.
That's a long time. Did you buy them day one, pretty much?
Yes. Yeah, the day they said you can buy them, we were there. Because then they started already talking about that they were only going to sell so many.
Right, limited.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they sold them, when they started selling them again, we looked at it. We had only gone down. Our first trip as a family was December of 2020, and so then I think it was November of 21. We were saying, okay, we're going to get the ticket. Are we going to buy annual passes? Should we do that? And I was going to hold off, and because I said, okay, we're going to do it as Christmas gifts. So I'll just wait and I'll buy them close to Christmas. And I'm like, should I wait? Well, it wouldn't make a difference because I could buy them now and they don't start until we get there. I'm like, I should just wait until Christmas. Well, luckily, I ended up getting a Discover card that gave me, 0% interest, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, I'll just get them now. And I bought the tickets, and 3 days later, they stopped selling them.
Wow.
That's good timing right there.
It's like perfect. So yeah, so we've had our annual passes since then, and certainly get the use out of it, even from North Carolina.
No, that's good.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to get your money's worth.
No, not $180 per day. Per day. So folks, if in chat, if you have questions for Meyers and the Mouse, put it in the chat, put a Q in front of it so that Corey and I can see it, and we will certainly ask them some questions. But I'm gonna ask, what is your favorite park, each of you?
Mine is Magic Kingdom. Well,
hold on now. She sounds like me now.
Yeah, probably still Magic Kingdom.
I was going to say, she's doing the math in her head like you do, Corey. She's ranking this, ranking rides.
Exactly.
Girl math is what she's doing.
No, I mean, I like each park for its own thing. Mm-hmm. My least favorite is actually Hollywood Studios.
No way.
Yeah.
See, I said a comment to Tammy the other day. I'm like, where's Kelly and Mama? Oh, Hollywood. I'm like, yeah, they love Hollywood. They really do. Like, I always feel like you guys are always there. Ellie loves Hollywood.
I was born in the 60s. I was raised on Star Wars. So Star Wars is absolute. I mean, I cried when opening weekend of Batuu. I walked around the corner, saw the Millennium Falcon standing there, and I'm like, I'm 50 years old, I'm bawling. I'm just like, this is insane. What is wrong with me?
It's a cool park. It needs more.
What does it need?
It really needs more.
If you
what does it need?
What does it need?
I really thought they were going to put Cars Land in Hollywood Studios, and I think that would have just made it over the top. Why they're putting it in Magic Kingdom just blows my mind. But I figured, and especially since they have the little like Radiator Springs food place right there by Muppets, I'm like, oh, they're going to put Cars Land back there. It's going to be perfect. This will be the best park. Wow. What are they doing? They didn't ask me. They never asked me. But
I know.
yeah.
Just keep saying it while you're live. Just keep saying it while you're live. Things happen.
Things happen.
I have talks with Disney. Now and then we'll be going along and I go, all right, Disney, listen. And then I make a statement,
Yeah, we do it too.
Yeah,
we do it too.
Do better, Disney.
Yeah, do better, Disney. That's her favorite line.
Well, that's like the day Kelly was at Hollywood Studios, and him and I, I'm in his chat, and I'm like, where are they going to put Monsters Inc. land? We're going back and forth. Is it going to be the parking lot? Is it going to be Launch Bay? And how have they still not told us where it's going to be? They obviously know. What are they waiting for?
They know. And it's not, no. They haven't said exactly where it's going.
Well, something's going on in Stitch, where Stitch used to be.
Oh, yeah?
In tomorrow?
Magic?
At Magic Kingdom, yeah.
Really? What'd you see?
It was on the permits were done a long time ago. There were permits done for that building. I don't know, you can look it up. It's public.
Yeah, something's got to happen there.
Where are they going to put this Monsters Inc. in? Because it looks from the artist's drawings looks fairly big.
Tall, yeah.
It does.
Right?
Well,
there's
going to be
suspended
coaster.
Looks like there's going to be a restaurant. There's going to be right, and since the first Monsters Inc. movie, flat out said that needs to be a ride at Disney, and they did it. I was so excited for that announcement. That was that was a ride that needed to happen.
I mean, it really, dimension-wise, it seems like it can fit in Muppet Courtyard, or it can fit where Launch Bay is. Muppet Courtyard seems bigger to me than Launch Bay, according to the artist rendering of Monsters Land, right? It just seems that way. But hopefully, I think most people are hoping it goes to Launch Bay area. There's nothing going on over there. Nobody's going to miss anything over there.
I think they've got too much money invested in the Muppets right now to put anything there.
What money?
They bought it.
Oh.
And it's the only
right. They bought it, right? But haven't some of us been saying, when are we going to get more Muppets? Like, why don't we have more Muppets? More movies. I think Disney's done a great job with the movies. I really do. I think Jim Henson would be proud of what they've done.
Yeah, I think they need to expand on the Muppets. The killer for me that I cannot fathom is, why have they not opened up that gift shop?
I know. All Muppets merch. It just really baffles me sometimes with things like that.
Pepe.
I could have
Pepe and Prawn.
Pepe the Prawn. Yes.
See, I love that. An underrated character that you love.
Yes. I think they're missing a great marketing opportunity by not opening that up. I think people would buy that merchandise, and they're missing out on money there.
They're adding Muppet merchandise. They have a ton of Kermit the Frog stuff now.
But they have this whole shop that they could open up, and they could have a whole section of Pepe.
Yep.
It's funny you say that, because that Muppet merch came and went. Because I don't think it's anywhere now, and it was amazing. I did a whole video on it. It was so good. And Lawrence is a huge Kermit fan. I'm a huge Muppet fan. We need more Muppet merch.
Animal shirt.
Oh, look! I'm wearing an animal shirt tonight.
Oh, there you are. Look, see?
Yeah, we're an animal tonight. Animal. So, we did hear from Neil, who knew. I don't know if he found this out from a cast member or what, but there's been some activity behind Launch Bay. There's been clearing of land. So,
whole new building. Wow. All right.
I think it would make sense to me to move that.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
it makes sense. I think you've got Star Wars in 3 different places in that park. You spread it out. Why would you not take the Launch Bay area and do something big with that. That makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. And then it's possible. I mean, it should. Will they connect that down the way? And are they just waiting to announce, okay, you have launch bay? Okay, the big building, right? Do we think that's where the coaster will go? Or will Monsters Land? Well, the artist rendition doesn't show that, but you can get to behind there. You can get to like Rocket Roller Coaster. You can get to Lightning McQueen's attraction from back there. So is that going to be opened up to guests back there? And will they make the Rock and Roller Coaster building the Monsters Inc. roller coaster?
Ooh. They just refurbished Rock and Roller Coaster though.
Ooh. I don't see him getting rid of Rock and Roller Coaster. That's a pretty iconic coaster. That's a lot to move that coaster. I could actually see them leveling that whole area and blocking that all off.
Starting over?
Mm-hmm.
Starting over. Leveling it and just starting it over and making it a land.
Mm-hmm. Well, now if we're talking about that area too, you have the announcement where Lightning McQueen's going away and we're going to get the villain show. Is the villain show a temporary thing until everything shakes out? Who knows?
I think the villain, I think it's temporary for two reasons. One, I think they're going to say it's a good opportunity for them to get a feel for just how big is the villain's population out there.
Mm-hmm.
If that place is nonstop packed, that tells Disney a lot about what they're going to do over by Magic. Is it Magic Kingdom?
Yeah. Yep.
In Magic,
That might be telling them, that might be the precursor to say, okay, let's do a test here. Is this something that's going to come in hard and then die off? Or is this going to something that's going to go strong?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so too. I think they did that just for testing purposes.
I hadn't thought of that, but I do like the way you're thinking, that it's a little test to see just how popular it would be. And then once Villains Land is open, you slide that show or version of it over there. And, I was just looking at the map because then I wondered about connecting that area if they do clear Launch Bay and the parking lot and the building that's behind there. To create the Monsters area, do they connect it to Sunset Boulevard back there?
Because isn't that an employee, a cast member parking lot back there? And weren't they told they pretty soon, or they can no longer park back there?
Yeah, I think they were. Well, Lightning McQueen used to be the break room for the cast members.
Oh wow.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're just keep going.
A little bit, yeah. Take a little bit more. Take a little bit more. Welcome everyone in chat. Welcome to both of our communities, Meyers and Living in Diz. So good to see you all in there interacting with each other. We'd appreciate it if you went ahead and subscribed to Meyers if you're not subscribed to them already on our end. And if you're liking what we're doing, you want to check out LID and you happen to not check us out yet, we're live on Saturday afternoons and evenings and Wednesday nights in the parks as well. And we'd appreciate if we had a nice little crossover from that. And now I've decided to split off. We've got the DIZPod here on its own channel, and we also have a brand new channel that we debuted the other day called Magical Strolls, and that is full of 4K quality walkthroughs. You don't see us or anything. It's straight up walkthroughs, typically 30 minutes long, resorts, parks, all that good stuff, and ride POVs. So I just wanted to put all that content on something else and not overload LID. So that's my spiel.
All right, so I've got a couple questions here. Dame Dystopia asks, is there going to be a KBI emoji?
There needs to be.
I mean, we need more. We need more emoji. We should have had them. Well, on the DIZPod, we don't have enough watch hours and time to do that. But I'll tell you what. Once we do, we will have one for whenever we have Meyers on.
Do you have a KPI emoji?
I do. We have a cave there. We have a viewer, Lily from Lily's Life, coined KBI. Kelly broke it. And every time we go
Ah,
on a ride and it goes down, fills the chat. Everybody fills the chat with KBI. Members, emojis, they have a KBI and they go in there and they blast me with the KBI.
maybe we need a CBI because listen, I can be home on a Sunday and another stream be on and a ride breaks and I hear my name come up in the stream.
It's
So yeah,
crazy.
I break things a lot too, to the point where I have a complex. Like if I'm on a ride and something stops, all of a sudden I'm like looking at my chat. I'm like, oh God, here we go. Who's gonna blame me? And of course, here it goes. The chat rolls, and Corey broke it. So
Well, now that I
it's
run
love.
the graphics for Corey's live streams on LID, I put him in the graphics now. So I
There
got a
you
graphic on the bottom. Corey broke it. So so yeah, but I was doing after hours at Hollywood Studios, the after hours party, and we go to get on Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, and it goes down that they had to do an in-show exit. And I'm streaming, so I've got to, put the camera down, put a Be Right Back screen on. We get out. And I was like, all right, guys, let's go to Mickey and Minnie's. So we go to Mickey and Minnie's, and it goes down.
Oh.
In show exit. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Back to back. So yeah, that's what I had to do with that night. I had never had an in-show well, no, I had one prior to that. Never two in a row. That's just craziness. So
This last year we've had multiple. I mean, it's been a lot. Rise of the Resistance, Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway, the TTA, Buzz Lightyear.
You broke Buzz?
I broke Buzz. So
what's been your favorite? What's been your favorite in-show exit?
The hardest one was Spaceship Earth.
Oh,
Getting out of that ride vehicle,
going backwards down the hill.
I literally thought I was going to be on my face. Like it was really hard to get out of that ride vehicle.
It was surprising.
Where did you get stuck? Where did you get stuck there?
The hill where you're going backwards when you're coming back to Earth.
Okay. So there's not even anything to see there, but
no.
Darkness.
It's really dark. It's really, I mean, get us to the top and, let us come down the side where we can see all the characters and everything. No, we're in the dark hallway and can't see. And the stairs are going this way, but you're going this way. And it's like, it was not easy to get out of.
And that was a leap of faith.
Oh boy.
Our favorite in-show, I can speak for the entire family on this one, was, and let me know in chat if you all remember this one. It was probably, I'm bad with timelines, I'm going to say at least 2 years ago, but we got stuck on Mine Train, and it was as soon as we got into the mine, and we stopped right near Sneezy. And it happens way too fast for anybody to realize, but and I think I made a short of that. I posted something later of it that was isolated, but he does this. We sat there for like 15 minutes at least, and there was no music, and all we heard was him. He stayed active, and he'd go like, and he just does that the whole time. So we were live, and the stream was laughing. We were laughing like crazy. So finally we got to get off there, but I never forget that when we go through. So that was our favorite in-show exit that we've done.
I think for me, I enjoyed Buzz because
the things came up.
Well, we didn't exit on that, but there's a spot in the tunnel on Buzz.
In the dark tunnel where
the lights kick on and there's actually rails that come up on either side of you. On either side.
It's really cool
for you to exit from.
Yeah.
So it's kind of neat when that automation happens and those come up. But for me, Buzz, I got to walk through it basically. You get to walk through Buzz to get out. So it's really not backstage. You're still up front, but you're walking through it.
Okay. Anybody? I'll give you 5 seconds to block your ears if you don't want any Figment spoilers. But we got to do an in-show exit on that one at the very end, and you know where you see the light up feet circle around you, his feet,
Yeah.
Yes.
his purple feet. I always thought that that was like a dome. I guess it's not really that much of a spoiler, but I thought it was like a domed kind of ceiling and room, but it's not. It's just on a pole. It's on a pipe, and it's just feet stuck to it that light up. Yeah.
No
I was
way.
like, oh, that's all that is?
Wow. Way to go, Disney.
Yeah.
Creative.
So
What other questions you got?
my mom wants to know, what's your favorite ride?
It's changed a lot over the years.
It has.
I have a hard time with that one.
I mean, I have a favorite ride at each park.
Man, Mama and I think the same. That's where I go first. Well, I've got one at a different park. Break it down.
Right? So Magic Kingdom, it used to be Mine Train, but I really love the music at Tiana's. So it's quickly making its way to the top of number one for Magic Kingdom. Epcot is probably Guardians. But someone had asked earlier what ride you could ride for 24 hours.
Mhm.
Not Guardians.
Yeah, it's not that kind of ride.
No,
I agree.
Yeah, no. Flight of Passage, yes, but not Guardians.
Oh.
Flight of Passage is number one at Animal Kingdom. And what park am I leaving out?
Hollywood, your favorite?
Studios.
Hollywood Studios.
Look at that.
Hollywood.
Hollywood Studios. What is my favorite ride at Hollywood?
I don't know.
Probably Rise. I like Rise. Go Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like that. I have a little bit of a nostalgia problem. I mean, I love Pirates of the Caribbean. I can ride that all day. It's great, but I have to give props to Rise is absolutely my favorite. When it's all working and it's all doing what it's supposed to do, I love that ride. It is an adventure. It's an experience, not just a ride.
That's what I've said from day one. We shouldn't even call, and I do still call it a ride, but it's like it's not deserving of being called a ride. It's an experience. It's a total experience, and it's amazing. Star Wars fan or not, Rise should just be everybody's favorite. It should be everybody's favorite. Or if it's not your favorite, you should say that's the best ride. I mean, the best. Like, there's nothing better than that. The technology and the adventure side of it, there's nothing better.
To me, I still, over time, you ride it so many times, you figure little things out, you see things and all that. But when you're in there and you're taking the shuttle and you're in there with a bunch of people that have never done it before, and you watch their faces when the doors open and they walk into that room as stormtroopers, it is kind of magical to watch.
That's the best part, because we have all been there enough that we notice. I can go through a Small World and identify every single animatronic that is not working. But anybody else, they're going to go through Small World and be like, oh, this is so cool. Look at that. And I'm like, oh, that's broke. That's broke. That's broke. So I have to kind of focus on.
Wait. Disney, fix the hula girl. You're making my mama crazy.
So her too. We talk about her too. Yes.
And
the hula girl has been slacking for like 2 years.
The ice skater is completely gone. Are they not going to bring her back?
I don't know.
In the very
now I was on the other night. I didn't notice. Oh, she's not there.
The one that
the boy's there.
The boy's there, but the
girl's been gone.
She's
like
been gone for
forever. I'm like, come on.
She's on.
We were all over. We had a special thing riding Small World for the longest time when the lasso wasn't working. Like, our chat would be like, it's a lasso check. Let's check the lasso. And then Lawrence came at one point. He brought a clipboard, and we just started marking things down. And we let the cast members know, okay, we've got this, and we've got this, and we've got this. I even asked the cast member on camera. I'm like, can you tell me why the lasso has really struggled? Like, it was down, then it was up for one day, and then the next day it was down again. But now, it's on a few months kick here, so it's working.
Mhm,
It's working.
mhm.
Oh,
But that hula
that's
girl,
good.
she's famous, huh? She's famous for not doing her
For
job.
us, our chat got interested in the plunger.
Mr. Plunger. See, that's how we know Disney listens to our streams. They moved Mr. Plunger. Now he's gone.
He was
He
there
was famous
on the TTA as you went around just before you went into the station on the right-hand side on the roof.
On the
There's
roof.
a
There's a
lone
plunger.
plunger. And for over a year, we would ride that and we'd go, and the plunger's
Hi,
still
Mr.
there.
Plunger! Like, he was famous. Everybody looked for Mr. Plunger, and then all of a sudden there was a chimney sweep broom thing right next to Mr. Plunger. So we had a friend for a little bit. And then Disney watched our stream and they're all gone. They cleaned off the roof.
You know, one time, and I don't like to expose things like this. You know, we all love Disney, but at one point, I think on a whim, I pointed my camera up just as you come through the final room where they used to display our names with your Magic Bands on the TVs. If you stop there and you look at the crossover, the crosswalk up top or whatever you want to call it, that wall is filthy. It's filthy, filthy, filthy. And I was just like, look at how this is so filthy. Like, this needs to be cleaned. And I think recently it looks a lot better. But somebody said, well, that's probably because Bob Iger was coming. So we got to clean that up.
There you go.
That's
there
fair.
you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair.
But listen, when our channel was just a we were a vlogging channel to start for probably the first year. And I still think of this today when you're on Three Caballeros, and let me picture this in my mind. You go in, you go through that first, well, I guess technically it's the second room. You see the Chichen Itza temple. Okay, you have the skeletons up top, and you have you go through them, and you start to take that turn before you get to more video screens. On your right, there's big flowers that are down at eye level. At one point, they were turned around and they were stuck together with duct tape, 2 of them on the back. So it was like my thumbnail and everything. I'm like, Disney's using duct tape in Three Caballeros or something like that. And we'd go by and it was there for the longest time. And then eventually they were turned. So I don't know if they saw the video or not, but we pointed that out before too. The plunger guy. That's funny.
So Tara wants to know how old are your dogs?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask how old we were.
Pluto would be.
Okay. Sorry. Blaze is 7 or 8.
8.
She's my handicapped dog. She has her own wheelchair. She wears diapers. So about a month after we moved here, we had gone to the park. We had come home from Magic Kingdom. She jumped off of our bed to greet us at the door and broke her back. So, but we opted to just give her the best life that we could. I was convinced she wasn't going to live for very long, and it's been a hot minute. So she's stop it.
I'm buying diapers.
She has
for a dog.
diapers, and he changes her diapers for me when I'm not home. But she has diapers. She has a wheelchair. She's all that in the bag of chips, and she'll let you know. And then we have Angel, and Angel is 3 years old. 3 years old. She was my daddy's dying wish. So 3 days before he passed, he was using 2 and 3 word sentences at the time because he couldn't speak. He developed PNL from a drug that they had given him to keep him from getting cancer again, and he ended up getting PNL. So research your drugs, people. But anyway, so about 3 days before he passed, he kept saying dog, and we had always talked about how when he was young, he had a toy white poodle, Snow White toy poodle, and it was his dog when he was a kid, and he wanted another one, and so we
drove from Wichita, Kansas to Colorado
and picked up this dog because it was the craziest thing. She actually had been sold, and then the owner had called the day before I called him, and her husband got COVID, and so they had to back out on buying the dog, and then we happened to call the very next morning. And anyway, so she was available. We brought her back, and they spent 3 days together. And then my dad, she was curled up in his arms when he passed. So her name is Angel, and she's mine. She's mine. Sorry.
You have emotional dogs, man. Wow.
She's something. She's not an angel.
But
Probably should have named the devil.
she was there for when she needed to be there. So.
She was. So yeah, that's her. And then the other dog is my daughter's. So it's not even mine. He just hangs out with us when she's not here. So those are my dogs. So yeah,
I don't have any dogs.
dogs. We're emotional support people for our emotionally
for the dog
needy dogs.
Alice wants to know, what's your favorite Disney character?
Character. Well, Pluto and I are betrothed.
No, Goofy and you.
I'm sorry,
betrothed.
Goofy.
You don't even know who you're marrying. She didn't need Christmas.
You don't know where pancakes come from.
All the guys.
Goofy and I are betrothed. So I probably should say Goofy. But Tiana's my favorite princess.
Merida's mine.
Obviously.
I'm a Belle guy. Man, I get to meet her. I get to meet her at the Halloween party recently. I don't get nervous when I'm about to meet characters at all, but I was like, guys, I need help, guys. Like, what am I gonna say? It was almost a deer in headlights for a moment. Like, what's going on with me? I need help, everyone. But we struck up a great conversation, and it was a lot of fun. But man, that
Kelly
yeah,
gets in trouble when we have conversations with Merida.
Oh, what happens with Merida?
That's his Disney crush. Do you have a Disney crush? Obviously, Belle is your Disney crush, right?
It's Belle. It's Belle. Oh my gosh, Belle on the float for Phantasmic. Beautiful.
Oh,
absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
I can't see
that
far.
So that's why.
And there's I got a side piece. It's Clarabelle Cow. We got a thing. I want us to have a thing. She blew a kiss to me once a couple years ago on a float, and that's it. Tammy supports it though. She bought the Clarabelle Cow T-shirt, so she supports that.
What do you have a most memorable moment on stream?
Well, I want to know what Lawrence's favorite princess is.
Lawrence, why are you cutting out on this one?
Gosh, I don't know. Moana.
Okay.
We'll go Moana.
Nice.
Okay. You guys went to Alani before, right?
I wish.
Oh, okay.
Not helping Corey.
Yes, please.
Well, there's time to save. We announced an Alani trip for 2025, but it's going to be 2026. So we'll take all comers. Whoever wants to join us.
Yes, please.
Yeah. But there's a lazy river built in, and you can be going down the lazy river, and there's a couple of bridges, and now and then Moana will just be there waving to you, which is pretty cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah. All right, Lawrence, you got a question?
Yes. So most memorable moment on stream.
On stream? Like live stream?
Live stream, yeah. Well, I'll tell you mine while you're thinking.
Okay.
So I was streaming on a Sunday morning. We were getting ready to leave. We were at Pecos, and we were like, all right, well, we're going to leave because we had to drive back home to North Carolina. And in chat, somebody says that their son is performing with the marching band that's going to be before the parade. Will you be filming it? And I was like, I looked at Catherine because we were trying to leave so we could drive back home. And she was like, we can't leave now because we were there was nobody else live streaming in Magic that day. And so we stayed and streamed it for her and her family so she could see it. So for me, that always,
yeah.
yeah.
That's a great moment right there. We've had a couple of moments where we've had people ask us to stream because their kids were performing and they weren't able to come. We've had some cast member parents reach out to us and go, haven't heard from my daughter in 2 weeks and they're in the Disney college program. Can you go find my daughter?
Same.
We've done that a few times. So of course you walk into and they're like behind the register or something. You're like, hi, Amy. And they're like, how do you know my name? Like,
Oh, your mother.
and I'm like, you got a name tag on for starters, but they're shocked, because you call them by name. And then I go, your mom would like for you to call. Those are
Sully tail.
So the Sully tail. Oh, Spice Surprise is the Sully tail. Yeah, when I had bought Sully tail and was walking through the park.
Oh dear God.
I most memorable moment. I think we've had a few for us where we've literally had people come up and tell us that they had lost someone that was very loved Disney a lot, and they would be crying and telling us that they helped them get through a difficult time. And to have someone come up to you and tell you that, or tell you that, it reminds you that YouTube is a way that we can touch people or reach people in a positive light. The world is so full of negativity and so much doom and gloom right now.
The one like that hit me the hardest was the veteran that I had given the star to, and then he passed.
And he had passed afterwards, and the family. Yeah.
Wow.
My mama. For those of you who don't know,
that one was rough.
we take American flags that are retired and we cut the stars out. And then Mama makes a little card that says, thank you for your service, and puts them in a little envelope. And she hands them out to veterans in the parks. And she did that to a veteran who a few months afterwards passed, and his family sent us a super chat and said, please keep doing what you did, and let us know about how he talked about that for 2 weeks after he got home.
And then she handwrote us a letter and created these
prayer pouches.
And it's a pouch with a cross inside of it. So when you hold the pouch, you can feel the cross in the palm of your hand. And anyway, that was really cool.
I kept that with me at work, and I had my moments where I would try to rub it raw. But I think those are the moments that for us are the most meaningful. Some of the letters that we've gotten, but on stream, probably having someone come up and they don't want to be on camera, but they want to share with you how we've helped them through a difficult time, how we helped them through COVID. Sorry, YouTube. I hope you're not listening. Don't take down the stream. But I think those are the moments that I think of. I mean, one of my favorite is when Melissa met you for the first time.
That was live, wasn't it?
That was live.
That's kind of what came to mind was, yeah.
And she started crying, and then she was like, "Can I touch you? Can I hug you? Can I?"
It was a whole thing.
It was a thing, and just trying to tell people, and I can't say what I usually say. I can't say we're normal people because our viewers tell us that you're not normal, but we are regular people, and we just try to let people know that we are just regular people. We're not famous or anything crazy like that.
Yeah, and our very own Disney Dina in chat says you have no idea the lives you affect, and she's right. You guys mentioned that, and we field the same kind of emails and messages, and told these things in person, and yeah, and how about all the ones that don't reach out, the thousands that don't reach out? We only know of a few, and it's amazing to be able to do what we do. And we're out there having some fun, and we're out there for our own different purposes. But look at how we serve the people. I love to hear stuff like that. It makes it all worth it.
Can I take a
Yes.
hot second to just say congratulations to Pearl Manhattan?
Sure. What's going on?
She just got accepted to the master's program for her special education degree, and it is like
I'm
a
really proud of
huge
her.
deal. So
Wow.
super excited, super proud of her. So anyway, I just wanted to say congratulations.
Congratulations, Pearl Manhattan. We'll do something that we never do on the.
There you go.
That is a big deal. Anytime you can accomplish something
Right.
Yeah.
The scholastic world is a big accomplishment. So proud of you. Definitely proud of you.
Very nice.
Sorry, I saw it earlier and I was gonna say something.
That's okay.
Really important question here from Alice. Have you replaced your broken patio chair, Kelly?
To you guys,
I saw that video.
this has been mind blowing.
There's a couple of things here that are really crazy. So one, we posted that video on TikTok Sunday, and it has
Sunday?
we posted it on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Everybody got a kick out of it. We had about 3,000 people watch it, and they of course our viewers gave us a real hard time about Kelly can't sit on anything. But we put it on TikTok on Sunday, and as of right now, it has 794,000 views with over 1,000 comments. It has gone viral. We've been contacted by 8 different companies to buy the video and copyright it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It has gone viral. So,
and it's weird because we weren't even going to put it on TikTok. And Kelly goes, "Wow, people have really been showing an interest in our TikTok." And I'm like, "Well, put that video up." Hi, Michaela, you are live.
Hello, Michaela. Hi. It's been a while.
Right?
Hi, guys.
Good to see you.
How are
Hi.
you?
Where
Doing all right. Good to see you.
Sorry, I didn't know you were live.
It's been a while. I haven't seen you. Welcome home.
That's why we locked the door.
Fair.
I know.
Very
I was
fair.
playing with Bert. Sorry, I was making the dogs bark.
That's okay.
That's okay.
All You're fine.
All right.
No worries.
Good to
Bye,
see you.
guys.
Talk to you in a
Nice
minute.
to see you. Bye,
Good to
love
see you.
Okay.
Now, she's the daughter I've met in the park before, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Michaela.
Okay.
That's middle child, as she likes to be called.
Okay. Is she living with you guys? Is she here?
Yeah.
She had a we left her in Kansas. But she had a breakup with a boy, so I jumped in the car, drove back to Kansas, loaded up her stuff, brought her back here. But now she has a boy. And I buy him ring pops every time I see him because I'm like, dude, put a ring on it.
So you like him? That's good.
Yeah,
he's a good kid.
I like him.
He really is. We like him.
He's a good guy. So, but anyway, the chair. Oh, to set the story straight. Number 1, no, Pearl, I did not get out the tools and sabotage the chair. And number 2, they were not from Temu. I didn't do that to him either.
Here's the true story.
I had nothing to do with the chair breaking other than the first one broke and I thought it was funny. And I said, go see if the other one works. And he did. It's not my fault he listened to me.
So Corey and I have been trying to figure out how to break through TikTok. That's the answer. I just got to get my screws and start. Okay, got it.
It's not 6 hours of videoing and then 6 hours of editing and then putting together this little 1-minute video. It's go out on your lanai.
Our security camera on our lanai. I mean, who knew?
Good to know. Good to know.
Yep. You never know.
Crazy.
Man.
Yeah. It's insane.
But
it's
yeah,
insane.
we actually bought them from IKEA. We had them in the house for a year. Put them out on the lanai. They've been out there about 6 months. No problems.
We just never sat in them. And I moved them. I rearranged the lanai. And
so you did sabotage me.
No. You're the one that sat in them. The comments have been hysterical. We've read every single 1,000 whatever it is comments. People are funny. Some people are pretty, I don't know what the word is, bold. But most of them are very funny.
Yeah.
But it's not my fault.
So did you put them together and never sat in them? Was that the first time you sat in them?
No, we
No.
sat in them in the house all the time. We'd sat on them a few times out on the lanai, but then she moved them to where they were more of a place where we'd sit in them.
Yeah.
And so I go out there and I'm like, hey, I'm going to sit out there. I'm with my wife. She's enjoying the pool. I'm going to go spend some time with the wife. Turn on the TV, sit down, get ready to change the channel, lean back. First one breaks. I'm not gonna let this ruin my day. We'll just throw that away in a minute. Let's just go over here. She goes, "You gonna sit in the other one?" I'm like, "Yeah." What are the odds?
It's fine. And then I'm glad he wasn't hurt. I mean, I probably would have controlled my laughing a little bit, at least enough to say, "Are you okay?" I couldn't even get those words out.
You must have lost it after the second time.
Oh, my God. I couldn't breathe. I had to sit down.
Everybody's referring to it as the tea is done because the tea kettle laughter from her was hysterical.
Yeah. I'm really not a horrible person.
So that particular moment is not about being like a klutz or anything. I'm a big klutz. I'm known for walking into things in Disney where I think Lawrence needs to make a graphic of how many streams we've gone without an accident. And I always ask the moderators to reset it because I've run into many things: trash cans, picnic tables, people, things like that. Have you guys? Well, listen. This one was painful. I finished the World Showcase walkthrough, how we like to close out Epcot, and I was going up through where Swirled Showcase is now, where the old Starbucks used to be, and the new bathrooms, that all nice lighted area. You know, we walk around Disney enough. We could pretty much walk around the parks with our eyes closed, right? Well, I didn't think I had to pay attention to where I was going so much because I was heading up the walkway with Spaceship Earth way ahead and all that. And no one else around except Jillian was a little bit ahead of me. And I'm looking at the chat, and Disney decided to move these wooden picnic benches along the railing, kind of where the what do they call that? The flower apron goes, you know, where it starts along the whole core area of the water. And talk about taking your bony shins and walking full force into the seats of those raw edges. I went, oh. And then I don't know what the stream was thinking, but I stopped walking, and then the gimbal went down, and then I bent over and put my both hands on my knees and just bent over, and I had to collect myself for a little bit. Jill was like, "Dad." Yeah, that was a tough one, and the chat still hasn't forgotten about it when I go by that area where there's no longer any picnic tables, like any picnic tables.
You can get zoomed in on what you're doing. We need to do a stream one time where we show behind the scenes, I think, because a lot of people, they just see us walking around the parks. They don't realize we're reading chat. We're looking at what's to make sure our viewers see the best of it, right? And we're trying to walk, we're trying to talk, and do all that stuff.
Navigate people.
And navigate people and things, and trying to be courteous of other people, and all those things at one time. And we run into things. We do. We smash our shins on things and run into trash cans, and even when we're not streaming, we step over ropes and trip.
Yeah, that's true.
When they're not supposed to step over ropes.
It's not limited to the parks either. Like 6 o'clock in the morning is pretty busy in this house with people getting ready to get out of the house. So I want to say this was yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Yes, yesterday. So it's 6 something in the morning, and Tammy is in the kitchen doing whatever she's doing to get ready, and she hears quick footsteps go by her by the kitchen, and she picks her head up. She goes, what are you doing running through the house at 6 a.m? And I was like, that was me trying to stay on my feet because I tripped on the coffee table in the living room.
Yep.
So, you know what
Nope.
I hit the most? I hit the trash can coming off of Haunted Mansion. There's a trash can to your right, and I'm always switching signal there. And yeah, I do a lot of quick football moves to avoid it most of the time. But I've moved trash cans about 6 inches before.
I know the trash can. I'll just say that.
You know it, yes.
I know the trash can.
Maybe we should name it.
The-
Is there a favorite kind of merch that comes out that you guys, because Disney's kind of cookie cutter, right? You've got your Loungefly, you've got your Spirit jersey, now you've got your lug bag, you've got your T-shirts. So things just kind of get recycled in new skin. Like, is there something that you hear something new of it has come out and you got to get there, you got to look at it, you got to see it? For Tammy, it's the lugs now. It's the lug bags. She's got to go see that lug bag, or still the Loungeflies. She's trying to figure out which ones.
Right? Well, I'm kind of looking around. I mean, my walls are lined with my Loungeflies. But my ear rack is right behind us. So it's floor to ceiling ears. But popcorn buckets are my, it's ears or popcorn buckets.
Yeah. So that
I got worried
you have
because
back
she
here.
was leaning towards Pandora.
Well, I do have my Pandora.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's too expensive.
And new
My new emos.
those things.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of those too.
Yeah, like
I need Donald and Daisy next.
no.
Was that a crime that you and Jenna committed together? Really? Did you get each other into that?
You
I
know,
know Jenna was
honestly,
really into it to start with.
I have to blame Jenna for the Loungeflies, the ears, the new emus. Jenna can only blame me for pens, although pens is a big one. Oh, I like my pens. Jenna has to blame me for pens and Pandora. Everything else is I blame Jenna.
okay.
Yeah, Tammy's crossed over to Pandora now. She's crossed over to Pandora.
So Corey, when we have Jenna on the show, we'll have to play this as a clip back and see if she agrees.
Please, yes. Please do. We got to do that.
Right?
That's been snipped.
Yep. That's a snipped clip. So the ears in the back there. So we bought there was a time where Dale was making those. Yours looks a lot taller. Is that one that Dale made too?
It is.
Okay.
Wow.
It's literally
you can't
the
see
very
the
very
top.
top is at the very top of the screen here. And the only reason it's not all the way full to the top is because she's wearing a pair and there's two more pair over there, and I think there's one in the car. And
well, I always keep two
it's
pairs
a spare in the glove box.
Yeah, you need.
I always have two pair in the car, one blue and one silver, because I never know which ones I want to wear.
Just in case you need a backup. I got it. Okay.
So that thing, Dale, they're beautiful. Dale did a good job on those. I do like it, but then when he found out we needed more room, he just doubled the size of it. And
it's a little top heavy.
And it's on my side of the room, so I'm gonna wake up one morning, I'll be crushed death. Man in Florida dies from ear tree.
Mike Wheeler says we all know Corey's guilty pleasure is mugs and magic bands. Yes, though I was so huge with those, but I'm not allowed to buy mugs anymore because our dishwasher filled up because we ran out of cabinet space. And then Lawrence came to the rescue for Christmas, maybe 2 Christmases ago now, right?
Yep.
He sent me 2 containers that zip up with slots so you could put your extra mugs in. So I've got 2 sets of those out in the garage, but the dishwasher.
You need a mug tree.
I do need a mug tree. Can we get Dale on the line? Can we see if we can make something with mugs? Need some sticks off the poles. We need something else now. So I asked our community to come together and help me recover from my mug addiction, and they helped me, and now we just look at them. We just look at them now.
The best Disney mug. I used to really like the one with Mickey Mouse, and it was the Mornings or Rough mug, the blue mug. Love that mug.
Yes, I know that one. I don't own it, but I
Love
know
that
it.
mug. But I went to the outlet store, and they had grumpy coffee mugs. They're two cups tall, and it just says nope, and has a picture of Grumpy on it. And that's my go-to coffee mug. I bought 2 of them. I love them.
Droid Depot. I love this one because it looks like an oil can.
Yeah,
It does.
And it looks dirty too, like a mechanic held it or something. So
Love that.
yeah, what am I into now, Lawrence? It's t-shirts still. I kind of went on a Loungefly kick. Mostly
you went to
mostly Star Wars.
the big cups.
Yes, like your Starbucks cups.
Starbucks.
The metal ones, like the Tervis Epcot one, that whole Epcot collection that recently came out, all the black stuff with the white Epcot lettering. That's a Tervis cup. It's good. It's good. I take it to work every day. So yeah, I'm into the metal cups now, and I got the corksicles. We're addicted to corksicles around here. Yeah, Tammy says, but now my dishwasher's full of corksicles. We have corksicles of every size and shape. We almost have all of them, I think, now.
We've been to the kiosk. They have their own kiosk at Springs.
It's hard to walk away from. Yes. Yes. One night we're at Disney Springs recently, and Tammy was back with Jacob a little bit, I think, because they were looking at Javianas. She loves her Javianas, which now she's discovered she can order Javianas on Amazon. So she's been doing that now. But she caught up to me and she's like, "What are you doing at the corksicle stand?" And I had already bought one.
Oops.
So yeah,
nothing. That's what I hear. What are you doing? Nothing.
All good.
Yeah. So who knows what we'll move on to.
So we'll play a quick little game. It's one that our viewers like. It's called Like, Love, Leave.
Love that.
Love the music. Love the music.
So we'll give you 3 items or 3 places, and you have to like one, love one, and leave one. Get rid of one. Yeah. Okay.
Dog.
Let's start with Cosmic Rewind, Everest, or Tron. And in chat, you can play along with us here.
Everest, Tron, and what?
Cosmic Rewind.
Cosmic Rewind?
Mm-hmm.
You have to like one, leave one, and
love one.
Okay, so
like
I would
one.
leave Everest. I love Tron, and I like Cosmic.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh, you're getting the look.
Love Cosmic. Like Everest, leave Tron.
What?
Wow.
I'm 100% with Kelly on that one. What about you, Lawrence?
That's a hard one, but yeah.
I don't think I do Everest enough to say that it's a like for me, and I love the launch on Tron, so I think it would be Cosmic Rewind, love, Tron like, and Everest leave. Plus of the
that one was real easy for me.
That's the one that the backwards right as soon as you turn when you're going backwards, it just messes with my head just a little bit. So I think that would be it for me. Okay. Polynesian, Grand Floridian, and Contemporary. The 3 monorail resorts.
Leave Contemporary.
Leave Contemporary.
Love Polynesian. Like.
Yeah.
The other one.
Okay. All right.
I think I would agree with that too. Listen, the contemporary is awesome because it's just iconic. It's older, right? It's nostalgia. But that place is sterile. That couldn't be more. That's like that's more sterile than a hospital. That place, right there, right? I mean, it's concrete and it's funny shaped. So that's unpopular. I like to say unpopular things on the podcast. But no, you love it, but it's easy to leave it, right? When you talk about the others.
I think I'd agree. All four of us, I think, are in the same place there. This one can be tough. I think this is the one that Josh got upset with. Carousel of Progress, People Mover, and Haunted Mansion.
That is a tough one.
Leave Carousel. Like People Mover, and
Like
love Haunted Mansion.
I have to agree with that.
Well, okay. All right, I'll go last, Lawrence. What do you think?
I'm gonna say love People Mover, like Haunted, and leave Carousel.
I am going to. This is easy for me. I love it. We love them all, right? That that. But okay, so it's going to be love, Haunted, like Carousel, leave the People Mover.
The appetizer of Disney?
I know. It's the go-to ride at the end of the night when Tiana's
Right.
available now.
It's our appetizer. It's one
our
of the first things we
appetizer.
do because we can always come back and do it again, and nobody ever goes, "Oh, you're going to ride the People Mover again?"
That's true. It's such an
But I
underdog.
always get, "Oh Lord, please, not Carousel of Progress again, please, Kelly. I know it's raining, but please don't step in there again."
It's like small world.
Mickey's Not So Scary, Mickey's Very Merry, or New Year's Eve at Epcot.
Ooh.
Mickey's Not So Scary is the definite love. The like, Very Merry, and I could probably leave. I mean, it's fun and all, but New Year's Eve, but that's a lot of drunk people in a very small space.
And have you done all three?
Yes.
Okay.
But the Halloween party is the best. by
Halloween's love for me. I have different reasons for this, but the Christmas party is a leave it. I'd rather do Epcot for New Year's Eve.
far. What reasons is this?
I love the fact that there's so much going on. There's so much to see. There's so much to do there. The silent dance party, the whole 9 yards that goes on there versus I think over the years, the Christmas party has lost its luster. If I had a choice, if I had to make a choice between the Halloween party and Christmas party, I will pick the Halloween party.
Oh,
every
100%.
time.
Absolutely.
You know why I would agree with that statement, Kelly? Because if I've been lucky enough to go to Magic on Christmas Eve twice or Christmas Day twice, and you get the ride overlay, you get the party, you get the fireworks. The only thing you don't get is the cookies.
Yeah.
So,
And the cookies aren't that great.
yeah, that's what I hear. So yeah, that's for me. That's where I would go with that. Corey, you in the same boat? Well, you've never done New Year's Eve, right?
I've only watched New Year's Eve through my own channel. I sat on my couch last year and watched Living in Diz while Lawrence was there. So I've never done it. So I'm gonna put that as a leave until I experience it. Holiday wise, straight up, not counting parties, Christmas is my absolute favorite. I love Christmas so much.
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And I would actually rank Halloween third because I love Thanksgiving too. It's all the F's. It's family, fun, and food and football. Well, that's four.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's an amazing day. Tons of food, 3 football games. It's an amazing day. But I can say one thing. Kelly said that the Christmas parties lost its luster. I think that it gets a little lazy on Disney's part to just recycle the same party year after year. It's not that hard to create a little bit of a different parade, give us a little bit of different music, add a couple of different events, just a little bit. So I am going to go with loving the Halloween party because I just think there's so many cool, different, unique things going on. And I will still like the Christmas party, but it's time to shake things up with these parties.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Does the parade at Christmas change slightly? You know how the Boo to You parade has changed slightly year after year. Does that happen with the Christmas parade, or has it
Not
really?
that I've noticed.
Once.
Okay.
From what I've seen, there's little changes, but they're very little.
Okay.
I mean, the
They didn't have the
Nutcracker,
dancers
the Nutcracker
one night.
soldiers, iconic.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Everybody absolutely. You
Yes.
cannot wait to hear them coming down the
Yeah.
street, right? They are the best part.
It's like the grave diggers.
And it's like the grave
in
diggers.
Halloween.
They're almost that eye candy that you have to have. Yes, Mickey's coming. Okay, we're gonna see Mickey, but where are the toy soldiers at?
Yes.
Right?
I think they're the same people. I think the grave diggers just become the soldiers at Christmas time.
It could be. You know,
but I think I remember when they added Bon Sweets to the Christmas parade. And everybody kind of liked that, but I think they've kind of wore that out.
Yeah, you know, we all get upset when the littlest things change anywhere in the parks. Anything makes news, you know. Disney has changed the containers that holds the utensils. Whatever, you know. We love Disney that much. But if they were to remove the grave diggers or the toy soldiers, it would be bedlam. That's like something you can never change.
No.
It would be probably just as crazy as it was when everybody was told Happily Ever After was going away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they're back. Even better.
Lawrence, that sounds like a love like leave. Happily Ever After. Give me a couple more.
Yeah, let me look down on my list here.
100%.
We can just
It already
make that
won.
one up.
Luminous and Festival Fantasy Parade.
Happily
Ever After is
one.
love. Festival of Fantasy Parade would be my and Luminous would be my can leave it.
Is Luminous the new one at Epcot?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Breaking news.
I've
Really?
not seen it yet. Mm-mm.
Hey, there's a channel that actually does multi-cam view of Luminous. You should check that out. Just
You should.
Okay. I'll do that. I might know where to find that channel.
Man. So yeah, Luminous would be my love. I'm gonna get kicked off my own show. Luminous would be my love. Festival Fantasy Parade, and Happily Ever After would be Leave.
You are out of here.
Luminous, I will say this. I think Luminous is a really good show. When I say I'd leave it, of the shows,
Of the three we could choose from.
Of the three we could choose from. My biggest issue was, what was the one? I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head because, things rattle around in here. The one with the globe in the middle, what was that called?
Illuminations?
Illuminations. Hated that show. Absolutely could not stand that show. You have this huge canvas and you're going to try to put it on this ball in the middle of a lake. And I thought it was just, you okay? You having a seizure? Or
No,
what?
I didn't realize Luminous was what we saw with Stacy. And was it Luminous?
Yeah.
I thought that was Epcot
No,
Forever.
I told you 2-3 times you've seen it. You keep looking at me going, no, I haven't. I've never seen it.
Apparently, it's not my favorite. It didn't stick in my brain.
Luminous is the one where the hearts pop out at the end.
I don't
The heart
remember.
fireworks? No?
It didn't strike you.
It didn't strike me.
So
I need to go watch this with Mama.
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
you do. That one I was always, everybody's like, oh, we got to go to Epcot. And I'm like, oh, it's such a good show. And I never liked that show. And then they came out with the barges, the huge
I loved that show. I thought that was really
Star-
cool.
Oh,
Stargate
Harmonious. Loved
I-
Harmonious.
See, I did too.
I liked
Against
it.
popular belief, I really liked it.
I'm like, finally, you're using the entire canvas. Now you got a show that people can watch and be entertained by. And it was good. And then the new one now, I like it. I think it's just as good, and it doesn't have a Stargate in the middle of the pond we look at all day.
But now there's nothing in the pond, so ooh, that's fun.
Plus, you have Spaceship Earth in the back acting as the globe. So if you're standing, back on that side, you can see it acting as the globe. So I think that's pretty cool.
And
Of the
now
nighttime
now
spectaculars.
it can interact.
Yes.
Best thing
Yes.
they ever did. They put lights on that.
Yeah.
The best thing.
Yeah. I love it. And people said they were going to take it down after the 50th or the 40th. And I'm like, no, you don't put all those lights on that just to take
How
them
many
down.
miles? How many miles did they say? I think there's like 13 miles
Yeah.
of cable running through that thing just for the lights. It's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Our last one here. Mickey pretzel, Mickey ice cream bar, or the ice cream sandwich.
Love the ice cream sandwich. Like the Mickey pretzel.
Mm.
The ice cream bar, I can leave it every time.
So you don't like Dove bars then?
No, I love Dove bars.
You don't think that's as?
But I
that's
don't get
close.
them in the park when it's hot, and I take a bite, and then I end up wearing this entire Mickey ice cream bar down the front of me. So I get the ice cream sandwich because you can eat it in the park and not look like somebody blew up a chocolate bar in your face. And tell me one time you've seen a kid eat an entire one of those and not drop chocolate and ice cream down the front of them or on the sidewalk, and then you come along as a YouTuber and you go and you sit down on the bench, and the next thing you know, somebody goes, "Do you know you have chocolate on your shorts?" Or it gets everywhere.
Or you're the YouTuber that eats like a toddler and ends up wearing it.
That's you. You're the one that wears it.
Ice cream sandwich.
Wow.
I know. Then maybe Mickey bar, and then I could leave the pretzel. The pretzels are dry and the cheese is disgusting, but I do love the cream cheese pretzels.
Ooh, those are good.
Those are good.
I never had that one.
Hollywood Studios by Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yes.
That is the stand.
That's the place.
They're the only ones that make it correctly and cook it all the way through like they're supposed to.
You can get it at Magic, but it's not as good.
It's not as good.
All right, I'm going to try it. For
delicious.
me, it's the Mickey ice cream bar number 1. And, I'm going to go with, pretzel's a pretzel and ice cream sandwich. I'm going to go with the ice cream sandwich number 2. So we will like it and we will leave that pretzel for the reasons Mama explained.
I typically don't do food reviews because I'm a brutal food critic.
She's just brutal.
So,
Don't let her talk to you about food. It's just
Tell them like
brutal.
it is. Tell the people like it is.
I do. Disney doesn't like it though.
We just got a notification that TikTok video is over 800,000.
Wow! Congratulations! I
That's
hope you get
just
a million.
I mean, it's
I hope so
it's
too.
okay.
We actually
Has it helped with
copyrighted.
your subscribers?
What's that? Yeah, we picked up
Has
some
it helped with your followers?
subscribers. We picked up over 250 subscribers on TikTok.
You missed one.
And
Oh, never mind.
and it continues to grow. We actually sold the copyright to it,
Wow.
Congratulations!
so we hope it does well.
Good for you. That's awesome.
Hey, if I'm gonna fall and bust my tuchus, I might as well get paid, right?
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
What is your Nightbot saying?
It's supposed to be putting, my mom just asked me the same question. She texted me. It's supposed to be putting the subscribe in there, but it's not. It's supposed to be putting the subscribe link in there, but it's not doing it correctly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
I was just like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I should have turned him off or put him in the corner. I'm going to put him in the corner.
You don't have
There you
to
go.
do it. I was
Put him
just
in the corner.
curious.
All right, so we will go to quickly do this week in the park, since we have 2 streamers that were in the parks this week. We'll
Today was Disney's birthday.
Yes, again, that's why I'm wearing my anniversary shirt. Although when I think of October 1st, I think of Epcot first for some reason. It probably is because 2 years ago, that poster right there is when I met Corey for the first time. Corey and Neil, I met in the parks. First time I met there. Yep.
Oh, that was the day that they were giving those out, huh?
Yep.
October
Wow.
1st.
October 1st.
Oh, how about that? You know, if Lawrence
a
would
good
have asked me
reason.
what park
That's a
he
good
met us at, I wouldn't even have been able to guess it.
It was right in Connections. Yep.
Oh, okay.
All right, so here we go. This week in the parks.
So we did a poll like over a year ago as to what listeners, viewers' favorite segment was on the podcast, and this is it. So we keep it going. And if Kelly and Mama aren't familiar with it, it's basically we review what we did in the parks in the last stream or two. And a lot of times I say to Lawrence, "Where was I?" Because you know. I know that we were, let's see if we back it up. I don't even know what day it is today. It's Tuesday. Back it up to, okay. So Magic Kingdom on Saturday. And where were we? I don't even know if it's worth talking about where we were. We'll talk about Magic Kingdom. So
I'm sorry, but the stream before that was well worth talking about.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Luminous. So we were at Epcot. It was a Wednesday, which we like to call Wednesdays. And it was the first time that Lawrence and I attempted together to do multi-streaming cameras for Luminous. So we used camera footage out of Germany and out of Norway. And it went flawlessly. And I was watching the replay on my second phone. And I don't cry easily, but tears were close. Tears were close. Something we'd been working on for a while, and to just try to bring something new to the channel and to see it work was absolutely amazing. So that was really good. That was a fun, efficient stream. I try to check the boxes when I'm out there, especially in the evenings when I'm only there for a few hours. So if I can hit 2 to 3 rides, put 1 or 2 pieces of food in my mouth to review and enjoy. I made my way around pretty good that night, right? I did Canada. I had the cheese soup with the pretzel bread and the filet mignon. I also stopped and had the carrot cake have you guys had that where they pour the Pillsbury Doughboy type of vanilla frosting all warm all over it?
No.
No.
Carrot cake is my love. So
Okay, you need to go to that one. I can't remember the name of the booth, but it is if Spaceship Earth is to your back and you're heading down that path where I ran into the picnic tables, where they have the new area where you can play. It's just before you can play cornhole and all that. Yeah, it's right over there to your right. So check that out. It's like $5. Really, really good.
The healthy stand.
Yes. And I did Soarin'. I did a few rides, so I got a lot in, and we accomplished Luminous, which was awesome. Can I go over to Magic Kingdom now?
Yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about.
I'm glad you remembered. I mean, it was only that. I was texting everybody, look what we did. Look what we did. So Saturday was Magic Kingdom, and we wanted to try to do our first multi-cam presentation for Happily Ever After. And, it just seems like whenever we try something new, the first time is sketchy or it doesn't work. I don't care if it's a brand new fireworks show, but I think that is because there's so many cameras going and phones for like a premiere of a show. Like you just have signal issues and things like that. Happily Ever After wasn't a signal issue for us, but it just didn't happen for certain factors. But next time we do it, I can guarantee it's going to go off beautifully. We know that now. But what we did do was I said, since we have 2 cameras running in the park, and I'm so glad that Tammy's willing to do it and Jacob with me, I said, let's do like an LID family ride scramble. So we actually had Tammy start after HEP. Oh God, that's home exercise program. That's work. HEA. I had them go to Pirates because it was a low wait time. So Lawrence is watching this and he has the ability to switch between camera 1, Tammy cam, and Corey cam. So he's watching both cameras and he can put out, which camera, he wants out at that time. So Tammy and Jacob did Pirates. I went over to Peter Pan and I was waiting in line for Peter Pan. So the audience got to see when Pirates was done. They got to see me get on Peter Pan. Then we bumped it over to Tammy and Jacob, who did Magic Carpets. Then back to me, where I did Ariel, Little Mermaid. And then back to them as they did Tiki Birds. And then back to me as I did Country Bears. So
Nice.
it was a fun, like, and we did that in, like, was it less than an hour, Lawrence?
Yeah, it was quick. I don't even know if it was an hour, and we got a lot in. Yeah,
It was a lot of fun. Now
fun.
I wanted to explain.
Fun stuff. I mean, when you guys can break those barriers and things like that when you're streaming, I think that's amazing. And I encourage you guys keep doing it. That's
but
awesome.
I just had an idea.
You had an idea?
I did.
do you want to
I
tell
like the way you're talking. Mama and I, we connect. What are you thinking?
We should
What are you
do a
thinking?
little challenge. We should do something like that, but set it up as a scavenger hunt
Okay.
Okay.
between
Alright.
channels.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
see what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll talk about it.
All right.
That sounds good.
Thinking of something similar to what they did, but between channels. Who can get the most rides in a 2-hour span or something like that?
But on the same channel. Like, we'd have to choose a channel. I'll be on that particular channel, but have our own cameras.
Oh, there's
It'd be like we are right now, but we would be in the park and we do be scavenger hunt. And
there's a way to have it on both channels. Yeah.
We so need to talk.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
She's into this.
I can
into
do
scavenger hunts or doing the Kid Cot and the Pirates maps and all that. So she likes the scavenger hunt kind of stuff. That's her.
Yeah, Finley.
Okay.
When we were going for a couple weeks ago, we were going to Disney. She said, "Daddy, are we going to live stream the scavenger hunt?" She loves doing the scavenger hunts. So we live streamed us doing the scavenger hunts. That's how our stream started. Yeah.
Wait. Is there like an actual scavenger hunt already made?
No, like the Pirates do.
Like the Pirates scavenger hunt, or like
the one in Epcot?
Oh, you mean like
the Remy?
The Remy.
Okay. Yeah. I was thinking, I don't know.
Now we haven't done the Pirates one, but she'll like to do the Pirates one.
Oh, the Pirates one's so cool. It's interactive.
Yeah,
it's fun.
That could be one too. Epcot. You start in Mexico. You start on one end, we start on the other, and see who can find, the Remy's or whatever else comes out next.
Yep.
See who finishes third.
The Goofy's Pumpkins. Yep.
It's one of the dogs' pumpkins.
Oh, has that one started yet?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll talk. That'll be fun.
I like this. All right. See?
I'll stop talking. I'm
This
embarrassed.
is what we do. But this is what we do. Corey and I will plan stuff for the channel on the podcast just in the middle of the show. We're just like, you guys get to see all the behind the scenes stuff. So
So to wrap up Inside the Parks for us anyway. So I wanted to explain it like that, how we went from ride to ride, because I feel like, and I haven't been able to watch it back. Do you think that the audience saw it as a smooth transition and wasn't able to pick up on the intensity of what was happening behind the scenes?
So I have a way to make that happen so that they can see the cut. Yep. I gotcha. Always evolving.
Oh, I figured. But this is the way production works for anybody who doesn't know, because I've been able to hear productions before, and they're really intense. They're really intense. It's everybody with a common goal trying to accomplish what they need to accomplish. So I'm glad the audience saw it as a smooth thing, but behind the scenes in group texting, it was a madhouse. It was a madhouse. It was like Tammy's like, "Where do you want me to go?" And I'm texting her. And we both have live cameras still, but nobody can hear us. I'm like, "Go to Pirates. Do Pirates." Okay, she goes on Pirates, and they come back. Lawrence is like, "We're coming back to you. They're getting off Pirates." I'm like, "Okay," and I'm like, "Hold." I said, the line has not moved. I don't know what's happening here. Send Tammy to Magic Carpets. So she's like, "Okay, I'll go to Magic Carpets." No sooner do I send that message, the line starts moving, and I'm like, "Oh shoot, I'm gonna get on." And I'm like, "Magic Carpets, hold, 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 hold." So that's kind of what goes on behind the scenes, back and forth. But it's fun. It's fun. I almost feel like sometimes, man, I feel like Lawrence must feel like I'm so demanding, but we know we're not. We're just trying to accomplish what I'll be like, "Lauren, we did the Tiffany concert a couple of weeks ago," and I'm like, "I need more Tammy Cam. Give me more Tammy Cam," because I'm watching the replay. I'm like, "We're not seeing enough Tiffany on the right side." So it's fun.
awesome.
Just a couple of bros, loving Disney, and we just have fun with this stuff. Like, we want to bring out the best we can for our channel and the audience, but we're having fun doing it. I'm like a kid. I'm like, "Ooh, there's something new I can try," or YouTube came out with something new. So speaking of YouTube, they're coming out with a new thing called Hype. Have you heard of Hype?
Hype? No. I know they got some new stuff coming out, but I haven't heard of
that's
Hype.
coming out. I can't wait to have that. So basically, Lawrence can help me if I miss anything on it. But Hype is going to be like likes. People can hype a video, so they can hype your live stream. But the thing is, if I look in the chat, Alyssa and Neil, Shirley, Renee, anyone, you get 3 a week. And so you have to be picky and choosy as to who you use them on.
Mhm.
You can't just like. If you watch 10 live streams in a week, you can't hype 10 of them. You can only hype 3 of them a week. If you want to do more, you can go to like Meyers and you can purchase more hypes. Gives more money to the channel, and they can hype up more of your videos. So Hype is
Really?
coming.
Hmm.
Yes.
Interesting.
And they said, I think you'll be notified by email, so it won't be a mystery, I think, as to whether you've got it or not. But I think it's going to show up below the likes. So get ready for that. I'm excited to try that. I always like trying new things.
Yep.
That sounds interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Looking forward
Do
to
you
that. I
guys
just
have?
pulled it up here. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. Bonus
Yeah.
points, basically, is what you get.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
get points. And listen to this. We're going to talk about Josh for a second. So Josh, right? He obviously has a lot more subscribers and all that, and a lot more viewers per video, right? Per live stream. And you might think, "Oh boy, if just say you guys are out, you're not usually out on a Friday night, right? You're out live on a Friday night. Josh is out live on a Friday night. There's a chance for you to get more hype points than him because you have a lower number compared to him. You might get what, Lawrence, 10,000 points per hype, where he might only get like 2,000.
Yeah,
So they offset
points
it.
are not.
So they let
Oh,
the
little guy.
That's right.
Yes. So the playing field is a little more level. So kudos to
Little
YouTube for that.
Okay.
Yeah. So be on the lookout. That will start. They said mid 2025. So you'll hear more about that.
Yeah, definitely be keeping out for that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So if you guys have anything, you can share it. If not, you can dive into the This Week in the Parks. If anything happened that was funny, different, something that stands out. If not, we can just move on.
I think what?
Go ahead. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I thought I wasn't sure if you were asking me, and I didn't know if she was going to answer. I think the 2 things that happened to us this weekend on Saturday stream was I got by Lily, and I get to my spot where I usually stream the
Ah, yes.
parade from, and here is Lily in her wheelchair with a sign that says "Keep moving, Meyers," and she had taken my parade
I
spot.
have a photo of it.
And that was the big funny. She got me good. And then Saturday night for fireworks, we did fireworks. We haven't done fireworks in almost a year for Happily Ever After. Oh, she went to.
Oh wow.
I don't know if you can see it.
Aw.
You can't,
Oh, yeah.
There it goes.
Oh, I see it. I see it. She's a character, man. How can you not love Lily?
Oh, I know.
Ah.
She just her smile melts my heart every time.
She challenged me.
Yeah.
We're supposed to do a head-to-head challenge for Toy Story Mania. She says she can whip my butt.
Oh.
So
She's really
She
good.
throws elbows. I just want you to know.
She's really good.
okay,
Um,
I'll sit on the opposite side.
Happily Ever After, we did an amazing live stream from the very front of the hub Saturday night.
Oh,
Had one hiccup. The rest of it was totally 1080p and completely was probably one of the best streams that I've done up in the hub and
You can see
forever.
the projections very clearly.
It's really
That's
came
nice.
out good. So I was really, really happy for those that watched it that they got to see it live and that close and still have the view that they had of the castle. So we were pretty excited about that.
That's awesome.
that's always great. You can achieve something like that. You hope for that to pull off, and it makes you so happy that the viewers got to enjoy something like that, and you're able to give it to them.
When it happens, you're like, okay, I'm at Happily Ever After. Tink flew eyes. Am I crying because Tink flew or because the stream held up the whole time?
Same. I was almost crying during Luminous, and Lawrence was like, Corey's going to speak about this when we're done. I went to this whole thing about it. Nope, I'm
Okay,
gonna cry. Bros was up, I wouldn't cry.
So I want the Corey to speak about that. He did not realize that he was watching Luminous in B mode. There were no perimeter fireworks going off. That's what I wanted him to speak about. I didn't even realize he didn't realize that. Yeah. So that was really different because we were doing side by side of a traditional show and then he was watching the B next to it. So you're actually seeing
Because
two
of the
different
hurricane?
shows at one
Is that why there
time.
was no beam mode?
I mean, it was the day before. It had just started raining, but it was a light rain. It ended up
Was it windy
really
though? Because
stopping.
it was windy.
I don't think so.
I don't recall it being windy.
Yeah, it was
Hmm.
not the cannons. The cannons went off. The perimeter inside did not go off. So
Maybe they made an early decision to not do it in anticipation. Maybe.
maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Could be.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty cool.
All right, Lawrence.
So
Where we at?
I really thank Myers and the Mouse for coming on. If you have not subscribed to their channel, please make sure that you do. If you are watching from their channel and you enjoy live streams, obviously you do because you're watching them. Make sure to subscribe to Corey's channel, Living in Diz. And if you're here, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And we would love for you to subscribe to the DIZPod. We're live every week, just about. Except for last week.
Yeah, pretty much every week we are live, and also to our brand new sister channel, Magical Strolls. If you enjoy just putting the videos on and taking a stroll through the parks or resorts, we have a lot of those loading in now, and you can go ahead and watch those anytime along with ride POVs. I'm gonna try something that no one I don't think's ever tried. I'm gonna do alternate videos. So if I'm doing an art of animation walkthrough, I'm going to put relaxing music to it too, so you can listen to it with chill music or with the natural atmosphere. So always trying to do something different, see what sticks. So all right, let's just take care of our sponsor here, and if you guys could hang on, we'll don't leave yet. We'll wait till the outro and all that. You know how it works. We've done that with Pete and all that stuff. So if you're looking for a home that offers the perfect blend of luxury, comfort, and convenience with Disney World in your backyard, Victor Naraki is a licensed realtor with Vision Home Real Estate, LLC, and he's here to help you find the home of your dreams. With over 13 years of experience in the Disney area home market and a proven track record of success, Victor is the perfect partner to guide you through every step of the home buying process. So why wait? Visit celebratingflorida.com today to learn more about Victor's exclusive range of properties and schedule a viewing with Victor. Your dream home is just a click away. And I will be live with Victor doing some home tours Saturday morning on our channel, so definitely check that out. And then after that, where are you guys going to be next? Is it Saturday?
Is it tomorrow?
Or are you tomorrow?
There's no tomorrow.
What?
What?
I have to work. I don't know what you're doing.
We're gonna take a look, see what's going on. I know I've got a few more things to take care of, so I might be going live tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. That's why it's so important to make sure you're subscribed to either one of these two channels here, and your bell is rung. That way, when we do go live, you will know it. But we know for a fact that we will be live on Saturday. We have not picked a park yet.
Okay.
Probably not Hollywood Studios, because I just found out somebody didn't like Hollywood Studios as much. So.
You're going to be at Magic now. I am live this Thursday night at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Nice. Oh, I'm so jealous. They're sold out now. Did you know that?
Yes.
I heard. And then we'll be live. The family will be live on Saturday after we do the Victor thing. I'll be live at Epcot, and at 5 p.m. we're going to take y'all to Garden Grill for a little character dinner.
Delish.
Good stuff. Good place to eat right there.
Really good place. Rotating restaurant. So join us for that, and we'll take you through the show that Mama has never seen before, Luminous, and the World Showcase walkthrough.
Apparently I have. Oh, bad.
All right. But once again, thank you all for joining us. It was amazing. We had so much fun, and definitely subscribe to all these outlets. And good to see our communities come together, and look for some future collaborations. It sounds like we're going to have to work on that. Sounds good. So for now, right? We're just go ahead.
Any last words from you?
No. We just thank you for being a great partner. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for having us on. Sorry it took us so long to get here. I know like you said at the beginning, you've asked a few times, and the timing hasn't worked out, and I'm glad it has. And we had the opportunity to spend it with you both tonight. Thank you.
Corey, did you see that you now owe your wife a Pandora charm?
Oh, really? I wonder how she worked that one in.
Yeah.
See, I
just want to point it out.
This is this magic mojo thing that Jenna and her have. Men just have to buy stuff now when they show up.
No, it's all over Chad. Right?
Corey,
I know.
Tammy wanted a wrench and Pandora. I handled the wrench. It's up to you for the Pandora. Totally.
Those are like peanut butter and jelly. If you have one, you have to have the other. Therefore, she must have Pandora charm now.
I apologize.
I feel like I can't look bad when all I say is, you can have whatever you want, honey. That's it.
Yes, dear.
Because I know she won't go crazy. I know she won't go crazy, so I can get away with, you can have whatever you want.
Wow.
All right.
I'm lucky, though. She only likes the exclusives. They have to have numbers on them, 2025 or something like that. So I'm pretty safe with a lot of it. Yeah. Oh, she said, Mama and I can go shopping. Watch out.
Oh, boy.
Love that.
Shopping
I'm always
stream.
down for shopping.
Shocker.
All right, so make sure to check out Corey, who will be live from Mickey's Not So Scary on Thursday night. We'll have some fun there. Make sure to subscribe to Meyers and the Mouse, because he will be live from some park, not Hollywood Studios, on Saturday.
You can go to Hollywood. I have to work Saturday afternoon.
Yes, we might be going to Hollywood.
There you go.
It's Hollywood. That's awesome.
Hollywood.
Yes, thanks for being with us, guys. We love you guys, and hang on there for a second. Until then, thank you, everyone, for watching. We appreciate you so much. And for now, until next week, we're just a couple of guys Park Bros talking Disney.
We'll see you next week.
Well,